Well, we are halfway through our first season with Plymouth Argyle, which it could have been going a little bit better. But there is one thing we will have to do in the January transfer window is buy a new goalkeeper. Hello, welcome to part 4 of the Home Park Heroes. And coming up in today's episode, we do have our League One matches against Burton and Wigan. So since the last episode, which I can't remember when the last episode was. I think it was quite a while ago. I think it was Wimbledon and Exeter. If that was the previous episode, we played a lot of football games. We have been knocked out of the. I think we've been knocked out of the. Have we been knocked out of the Virtue Trophy? I think we have. We got knocked out by Aston Villa. For some reason, I thought that was just the group stage. But we have been knocked out of that. Did it officially say? Yeah, it did say second round. Yeah, so we're definitely out of that. We're out of the FA Cup. We got knocked out by Bradford. League-wise, it's been very, very inconsistent. We got wins against Mansfield and Northampton and Rotherham. That's it. Apart from that, we've drawn and lost most of the games, which isn't ideal. We are in January. We haven't done any transfer business as of yet. We do have some room for movement. We've got 600,000 in the transfer budget, 12k in the wage budget. We haven't signed anyone yet, but I don't think anyone will come in today's episode. That might have to wait until the next episode. Potentially, we'll see what happens. But this is the lineup. I should probably show you the League One table before I reveal the lineup and get straight into our first game of the episode. We are currently down in 14th after 24 games, 34 points on the board. We are very much drifting more and more away from the playoff places. I think this season very much have to try and get in the top half, potentially push for playoffs if we pick up some decent form between now and the end of the season. But at the moment, it's not looking good because in goal, we have got Luca Ashby-Hammond. Why? I hear he has. Connor Hazard's picked up an injury. It's not a great injury because he's going to be out for 13 months. And the best thing of all, well, the worst thing of all, he's out of contract. So we're not going to see him ever again unless we give him a new contract, which I highly doubt it, but I'm almost tempted to give him a new contract. But yeah, I'm not sure about him staying for the next year, considering he's going to be out for at least well over a year. He'll be back next February, and it seems there's pretty much no point giving him a new contract. So how much is he on? Okay, 4k a week. It's not much, but I don't think we offer him a new contract. But we've got Ashby Hammond in goal. He's fine, but we're going to work on getting a replacement, hopefully, possibly a loan for the rest of the season. And we've got the back four of Harding, Mitchell, Blegaswelo, who is come back from injury, whether or not he'll play any game. So he's playing today, but I don't know how good he is because we haven't been able to register him until now. Then we've got Maxwell at left back, Boateng at the base of the midfield. Then ahead of him we've got Caleb Watts and Herbie Cage. We've got Sherry and Shemeki on the right. Youngster Tegan Finn out on the left hand side. Only 17 years old, can play out on the left, but his best position is primarily on the right, but he is left footed, so he should be able to do that. He is wanted by Wolves, so he's one of the players I want to try and keep hold of, at least for the rest of the save. And we've got Tollage up front, but obviously Tegan Finn, being only 17 years old, he definitely has Premier League potential, or definitely potential that could be possibly Championship. I mean, if he's wanted by Wolves, he's definitely going to be a Premier League player in the future, whether that's with us, Plymouth Argyle, or with a different team. But if we do ever happen to sell him, obviously, if we sold him at 18 years old, we can still technically sign him in a couple of years' time because he'd still be under 25. So we can let him go, let him develop into a nice, decent player, then bring him back. But I don't think we're going to do that. We're just going to keep playing him. This is his second match or third match. He might have played a EFL trophy game, but this is his first match in front of the cameras, and it's not a good start. We're 1-0 down to Burton. Ashby Hammond's not really. He's not performing well at all. We definitely need to get in a new goalkeeper as soon as possible because that was just absolutely ridiculous. But 5 minutes into the game, 1-0 down. Burton have got a call. I don't really like where this is going. Webster whips into the box and what happened there? Because I was under the assumption Ashby haven't caught that. What happened there? What did happen? I want to see that again. Because I thought he caught that. He didn't catch it. He dropped it onto the opponent's set. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous from Ashby Hammond. He's meant to be a League One goalkeeper. What is this? I don't know if we can check this, but no, it doesn't say. I can't look at it in game, but what's his current ability? If it's national standard, we're in trouble if we don't sign a goalkeeper as soon as possible. So I think that we probably have to do that after this game. We've got a penalty, by the way. I presume it was handball or some form of shove in the penalty box, but we've got a chance to get a goal back with Herbie Kane. He steps up, he shoots, he puts it into the bottom right corner. We have got one goal back. I'm not holding much hope to get into 3 points this game, judging by how bad Ashby Hammond has been so far this first half. But if we could get an equaliser here, that would be phenomenal. Wes Harding now to Boateng. This is looking very good indeed. Caleb Watts, come on, let's try and get the ball into the box. That's a great pass from Plegasrelo, if that's how you pronounce his name, which I think it is. Wes Harding, we've got an equaliser. Shahir Shemeki from 2-0 down. It's now 2-0. Oh, you're joking. It's offside. Who was offside? I do think it was Shemeki. It might have been Tollage who was offside. Not sure. It looked very tight, but it's just one of those things being down in League One. There's no VAR, no replay, so we can see the lines. But yeah, we go again. Hopefully, we'll get the equaliser within the next 10 minutes. If not, go and get it in the second half. Because the stats don't look too bad. 6 shots, 2 on target. I mean, in terms of obviously the scoreline doesn't help, but we are creating chances. It's not like we're not creating any at all. We will definitely get another goal at some point. Burton in the middle of a box, and thankfully Beasley's header was just wide of the goal. I think Ashby Hammond probably had it covered, but if it's on target, we just have to hope that he makes a good save. But we've got a couple of minutes left to go of the first half. Obviously, still just a 1 goal behind. We will go into the second half with obviously still the 1 goal deficit, but hopefully we can get the equaliser as soon as possible, ideally. Obviously, if we leave it late, the chances of us getting the 3 points or just a point very, very slim. So hopefully within the next 10 minutes, I would hope to have had the equaliser, but it's looking very unlikely. We will give it a few more minutes and we will make our first substitutions of the game, which should hopefully help us try to change up the game a little bit. Tegan Finn is going to make way for Ronan Curtis. I think Caleb Watts also makes way for Bradley Ibrahim. Herbie Kane can be the playmaker. Ibrahim as the central midfielder. Got 30 minutes left to go. Come on, lads. We had 12 shots for target. Surely it's only a matter of time before we do eventually grab the equaliser and then possibly go on and win the game. But we're far from that stage at the moment. Just get the equaliser first and we'll see what happens from there. Tollage is going to make way for Bin Pepple, who at the moment I think has probably been a better striker so far this season, but I'm not sure. I don't think they've scored a ton of goals between them two. I don't think they've got over 10, which is slightly worrying, but we'll make our decision about who's going to be our striker in the summer for next season. Joe Edwards is going to come on for Wes Harding, obviously come back from just recently come back from injury. Obviously, he's not a starter, but he's a very good, useful backup option to have. But we've got 10 minutes left to go. Let's drop a little bit of encouragement in the hope we can get a last-minute equaliser, possibly, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's been a very, very quiet second half. Not a lot has happened. Not very many highlights, which isn't great at all. And that is the end of the match. Does end in a 2-1 victory to Burton. And I suppose the quest to try and find a new goalkeeper before the next game starts now, because Plymouth, we've made it 5 games without a win. Is that 5 games lost on the trot? 4 defeats, 1. Yeah, 4 defeats, 1 draw. That's pretty. That's pretty shocking. But we do have Wigan next, who are down in the not in the relegation zone, but very much in the relegation fight, the 20th. So that theoretically that should be a game that we should be winning. But obviously, if we don't get the win against Wigan, we seriously need a new goalkeeper. The lineup for our match against Wigan will be Ashby Hammond in goal. We haven't found a new goalkeeper just yet, but there's been a couple of options that I've been looking at, but we haven't made an offer for any of those yet. But hopefully one will be in. Hopefully in time of the next episode. Obviously, if we don't, I think we're just settling for a League One finish and hopefully pushing for promotion next season. Then we've got the back four of Harding, Ross, Galloway, and Mackenzie. Rules at the base of the midfield. Then ahead of him, we've got Boateng and Kane. We've got Shemeki on the right side, Curtis on the left. Then we've got Tolaj up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully get a nice, hopefully a relatively simple victory, because Wigan are down in a relegation battle, which I like to see that, because obviously Wigan's I think the Wigan manager is that Gary Colville fella that left Exeter to rejoin Wigan, which I presume he's still Wigan in this game, unless obviously he has been sacked. Gary Monk's their manager, not Gary Caldwell. Still Gary, but not the Caldwell fella I used to know. But yeah, he obviously got sacked because they're in a relegation battle, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But obviously Exeter are bottom at the moment. Are they still managed by Matt Taylor? Obviously they're not going to sack their manager, because that's not the thing they kind of do. But we're Plymouth Argyle, and I like to see Exeter City bottom. I don't really, but yeah, that's an awful thing to see. 9 points from Wigan. If we can beat Wigan and Exeter City win, that wouldn't be a bad result. But we're 20 minutes or 25 minutes, 20 minutes from half time. 9 shots toward target. I think we will definitely get the win this game. I'm just hoping we can get a goal this first half, because obviously if we leave ourselves with it all to do in the second half, I dread to think what the scoreline will be. I think it probably will look to be a goalless 0-0 draw, but hopefully it turns out in a different direction. We beat them like 2-0 or something, but I don't think that's going to happen. It looks like it's very much going to be goalless at half time in what seems to be a very boring first half. Not a lot of action. We have created a lot of chances, but nothing obviously highlight worthy at the moment. Carragher has got the ball, obviously son of Jamie Carragher, but I don't think he's I think, to be honest, I don't think he's as good as his dad was or is. So yeah, definitely League One defender. Obviously Jamie Carragher, the Merseyside legend, obviously just played for the wrong team. Should have been Everton, but he decided to go to Liverpool. But Tolaj has got the ball down the right side. He's got no one in the area because he's the striker. He should be out on the wings, but Herbie Kane has got the ball, very central. Mackenzie back to Rules. This isn't bad football. If we can get the ball into the box, come on, just put it across goal for Tolaj. But Mackenzie does get fouled. I mean, it's a very soft penalty, but it's been given. Who's taking this one? Who's number 2? Who is number 2? Matthias Ross steps up for the penalty, misses it. He has taken quite a lot of penalties this season, Matthias Ross, and has scored most of them. But I think must have been the first penalty he has missed, unless he's missed any others. But that's just it's just a little bit unfortunate. I don't think it was really ever a penalty, but there was a chance we should have taken a little bit of a care of. Obviously, I think if Tolaj was taking the penalty, he probably would have scored it. But I don't know why we have our centre back taking the penalty. And I guess we have to blame our assistant manager for that, because he's doing all the set pieces. But hopefully we can get a goal between now and the end of the game, which we do have half an hour left to go. We are going to make a couple of changes. Herbie Kane is going to make way for Caleb Watts. I think Wes Harting also makes way for absolutely no one, because we don't have a right back on the bench. I suppose Maxwell can come on. He has played right back a few times. Not great at it, but he's a fullback. He should be able to play both sides. So hopefully we can try and get a winning goal. We've had 17 shots, 4 on target. Wigan sits just the 7 shots, 4 on target. So it is. We've had the same number of shots on target, but we've had far more shots. But how far away from the goal they've been, I do not know. But let's hopefully we can put the pressure on and hopefully get the ball back before we can do something I don't like. Sadie has got the ball. Thankfully, I don't know what that was. I don't know why he was trying to chip effort from there. Just smash it into the back of the net. That's what I would have done. But thankfully, he put it well wide of the post. I mean, it was just a stupid effort. He didn't even test Ashby Hammond, which I'm kind of thankful for, because I think if that was on target, it probably would have been a goal. And Taylor has got the ball. Can we hopefully just try and get the block in and setting goal with the striker? Thankfully, Ashby Hammond does get fingertips on the ball and it does go out for a corner. Let's make a few more changes, try and get a goal to win the game. Pepple is going to come on for Tolage, and I think we will also get off Boateng for Bradley Ibrahim. 15 minutes left to go, plenty of time to get a winning goal. Galloway now to Curtis. This is looking fairly promising. Mackenzie now, come on, back to Curtis. This is looking, come on, this looks like it could end up in the back of the net, this opportunity. Mackenzie, come on, lads. Just get the ball into the box. We've got Pepple in there now. He's a much dangerous striker. And we got a goal. It's a no goal from Owen Moxon, but it doesn't matter. We put the ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to the not-so-mighty Plymouth Argyle with 10 minutes left to go. I don't know what this does to the league table. Just as long as we finish in the top half, I don't really mind where we finish. If we finish in the playoffs, great. I'm not expecting us to finish in the playoffs. I don't really know. I can't remember what the board expect us to do. I think they're very much expecting a top half finish. May possibly, just maybe next season, we can get into the playoffs, and that's not ideal. Christian Sadie with the equaliser, and I think we're definitely going searching for a new goalkeeper after this episode. Because this is just absolutely, it can't go on like this. Come on, Ronan Curtis. Make it a good free kick. Either make it a good pass, we've got plenty of short options, or if you have a shot, just please let it be on target. Just play the ball to the number 10. Who's number 10? Just place the ball to Shemeki. Lovely short pass. Plenty of space for him to have the crack, and Sam Tickle makes a decent save. And he does put the ball out for a corner ball, which Joe Rules will whip it in. Hopefully it's a near post corner and we will have some more luck in there, and it should be into the back of the net to make it 2-1. That's the plan. Rules, that was at the near post, but couldn't quite execute it. And Murray has got the ball and Wigan look to go on the attack, and thankfully that's a very bad effort on goal, not really tested the goalkeeper as it was well. We literally dragged the shot well wide of the goal, and we do have a few minutes left to go. Are we going to grab a late winning goal? I tell you what, Wigan are coming back into this. I mean, I think judging by the stats, I think if we were judging by the stats from the first half, we should have won. But yeah, judging by the stats at the end of the game, yeah, I think the draw's a fairly even result. Yeah, but it's not ideal. 8 points from the playoffs. We're also at 8 points from the relegation places, so we're literally smack bang in the middle of the table. This could go one or two ways. We could be in a relegation battle by the next episode, which I'm not sure what happens if we are, but we do need to start winning a few games just to get ourselves back in the top half. It is fairly tight. A couple wins and we're back in the top 10. But a couple defeats and we drift closer to the relegation zone, which I don't want that to happen. Nobody wants to see Plymouth Argyle get relegated. Maybe I do, but yeah, that's it's not ideal. So we definitely need a new goalkeeper, because Ashby Hammond isn't good enough. So I think probably what we'll end up doing, I think we probably will just come back. Probably end of February, beginning of March. Don't really want to drag out this season too much, because I suspect we will just finish in the top half. Obviously, if we do feel like pushing it for the playoffs, then we'll probably end up doing a couple more episodes for this season. But I think we'll probably just come back probably probably beginning of March for our games against Doncaster and Reading, and hopefully we have a new goalkeeper. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.